Welcome back to Across Louisiana. Well, they're a regular guest here on Across Louisiana, and we always love to have them. It's the Art Council of Greater Baton Rouge. Always lots of fun events and exciting things going on. And here to tell us all about what's coming up is Malcolm Robinson. Welcome to the show, Malcolm.
Hey, Nils.
Or back to the show, I should say.
Thank you very much for having me again. That's wonderful. Well, we wanted to tell you this time about the River City Jazz Masters series. You know, this is a series that the Arts Council has done for about the last 6 years, and it brings world-class jazz music right here to Baton Rouge and gives people an opportunity to see things that would otherwise they may have to go to New York or Chicago or someplace to see. It's a great, great series, and it's going to kick off its new season on Thursday, September 25th, and it will run through April of next year, but it's going to be terrific. Sponsored in part by Cox and the Louisiana Lottery and the National Endowment for the Arts. The series begins on Thursday, September 25th with Kenny Garrett. Now, Kenny Garrett started out about 30-some years ago with the Duke Ellington Orchestra under the direction of Mercer Ellington. And after that, he went to work for Miles Davis. And since then, he's really developed into his own person. And he's worked with all of the big jazz names, all of them. He's just a terrific guy.
That's quite a resume.
In fact, he's a Grammy Award winner. He's an alto and alto saxophone player as well as soprano. And he recently has picked up the Downbeat magazine Best Tenor Saxophone.
Wow.
So
that's quite an honor in itself.
Oh yeah. That's from the Downbeat Critics Poll. And speaking of that poll, our next guest on Wednesday, November 5th, will be Cecile McLaurin-Salvant. She is a vocalist, and she's only about 23 years old, but she is burning them up. And as far as well, first of all, she went to take away first place in the Thelonious Monk International Jazz Competition, which is the most prestigious jazz competition in the world.
Without question.
After that, she comes up with the Downbeat Critics Poll just recently, Jazz Album of the Year, Top Female Vocalist, Rising Star Jazz Artist, and Rising Star Female Vocalist. So she got 4 awards there. And her vocal work carries on the work of Billie Holiday and Sarah Vaughan and Ella Fitzgerald, and you can see her right here in Baton Rouge on November 5th at 7:30 p.m. in the Manship Theater. After that, we've got Irvin Mayfield out of New Orleans. He has put together the New Orleans Jazz Orchestra, which is one of the most requested big band ensembles around. This is sponsored by the Louisiana Lottery, and Irvin and the New Orleans Jazz Orchestra will perform on March 11th, an 18-piece jazz orchestra led by terrific trumpeter Irvin Mayfield. The season finishes up on April 29th with the Marcus Roberts Trio, and there's not much you can really say about Marcus Roberts. He's done it all. He's recorded with everybody. Wynton Marsalis says it this way, though. We call him the genius of the modern piano because he is.
Wow, and that's high praise indeed.
Oh yeah. This is going to be a great, great show. And there's a special ticket opportunity from the Arts Council. It's called the Jazz Passport. It will be available through August 31st. You can find out a little bit more about it when you call the Manship Theater. Right. That's where you get your tickets and the Jazz Passport. That number is 344-0334 or at manshiptheater.org. You can always find out more at the Arts Council website. That's arts.org.
Malcolm, thanks so much for coming on and tell us all about it. It's nationally signed acts coming right here to our backyard, and everybody needs to go check that out.
We're thrilled.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot.
You bet. Thank you.
Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Across Louisiana. I'd like to thank you for watching and thank all of our guests for appearing today. Get out there and have a great weekend, everybody. Thanks.